Hello, everyone. Of course, I'm Armstrong Williams. Thank you for joining us for this video blog. I really apologize that we're so inconsistent in posting these blogs, but it's just been so hectic over the last several months. It's sort of difficult to do them as consistently as I would like to. But nevertheless, we're here today. I just want to remind people that John Boehner will not become Speaker of the House until January, and that the Republicans will not take control of the House until January. There is still many loose ends that's left before this Congress, including extending the Bush tax cuts, how we're going to address the deficit and unemployment in this country. I do applaud the president for placing a federal freeze on federal salaries. I do find it amazing that the Pentagon, the military, were not included in these cuts. There is so much waste, fraud, and abuse at the Pentagon. I remember when I used to work for the Department of Agriculture, where I was an analyst in the Animal Plant Health Inspection Services. And I remember we were always told around this time, with all the money that you have left over in your budget, you need to spend it. And I remember they used to go out. Of course, you can buy the toilet paper and the tissues that will always be of use. But I mean, they would buy gadgets, electronics. In other words, why do we encourage and reward people for spending money that could be a budget surplus? Why don't we reward people for being able to operate under their budget numbers? I mean, and this mentality still exists. We had someone joining us on the radio today that reminded me of this mentality. I mean, we should encourage people to cut spending and stay under their budgets. I think all federal employees should have been included. The federal courts, the congressional offices, the military, everyone. We're in a crunch time, and in a crunch time, we all must make sacrifices. But I think we should applaud the president for at least trying to take the step that is necessary to get this done. And I do believe, after today's meeting with Boehner and the House Republican leadership, that the president and the Republicans will agree to extend the Bush tax cuts for all Americans. Of course, there will be provisions where they will probably limit how long these tax cuts will be extended for the wealthy. I don't have a problem with extending tax cuts for the wealthy because they produce the wealth, they take the risks, they create the jobs, they're the engines of society. And someday many of you will be those engines of society, and then and only then will you understand the unfair punishment of punishing people who create wealth and create jobs in this society. So listen, let's hold out hope that the Democrats and Republicans, as we usher out the old Congress and in come the new one, that they can find some areas of agreement, that they can work together and build a consensus. Because one of the things that came out of the midterm elections, that Americans are tired and disgusted with gridlock. They're tired of the animus. Let us come together and work as Americans for we the people. I'm Armstrong Williams.